Hi there, you guys. Just some answers to a few questions. Questions that have been posed to me by people that I know. Yeah. The questions that I've got concerns the police and my kind of views and opinions on the police. I guess some of you guys already know my views, but I'll share them with you, like some honest views with you. Alright, let's go. I haven't got the good fortune in me to like these uniform guys called police. I don't know who they represent. I don't know what their agenda is. Like, even though they're a force and they're supposed to be like the Borg and do the same thing each other does, being controlled by the main source. I don't know their agenda. I don't know if they comply with the force as a facade, so to speak, or they go with the flow of the force because they just know what their expectations are, so to speak, of the force. Because these guys, I think that they use the force to their benefit, so to speak. So in essence, what I'm trying to say is that they use the force as a backup strategic plan that they've had from probably in their younger hatred days, you know, and do the best that they can in hurting people's feelings, being cruel, being rude, incivility. They've got the authority to do that and the backup as well, because they're under the impression that they can't be touched. But we know different. Well, I know different. I know different. So my answer to that is 100% no. No, 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 no. There's too much of them that try to play a nice guy, a friendly guy, a good character, but they're not my friend. It doesn't matter if they come across polite and they seem nice. To me, that's a facade. They're not my friend. I don't know them. I don't work with them. They're not my colleagues. They're not me. I don't even understand some of them when they speak. All right. Okay. Again, that's going to be a no. 100%. No, I don't trust them. The simple matter to that, or the simple reason to that, is this. I don't feel like I get treated the same way in some or certain situations. Some of my videos, clearly, I try to put them together, merge them so that they're edited all nice together, so that you can compare the difference. I don't really think I'm doing that in a good professional way. As much as in my mind I can see what I want to do, but it comes over, yeah, but it doesn't come across the way I really want it to come across, because these guys, these people in the uniforms, calling themselves policemen, fancy dress people. I remember when I used to ask them, who are you? They used to be like, we've all got uniform. I'm like, yeah, but it could be anybody. You could be anybody. You could be going to a party and that's your fancy dress. Like, I don't know who you are. They say, look at the car. I said, so what? Can't you hire a car? And they used to think I'm taking the birds. You know what I mean? I was taking the birds, but that's how I had to put it across to them, because I don't really, no, I don't trust these guys, man. These guys are not to be trusted. The way they deal with certain situations, the same situation. You saw that on one of those videos. corrupted police, I've just called it the other day. And it's about the police that when I was assaulted and asked some passers-by to help, while I'm being assaulted, that means somebody's gripped me up by my shirt that I was wearing, and I had my harness on. I've explained this, and they gripped me up by that, and people are passing. And I wasn't causing no problems. I was just doing my documentary. So basically, I was talking to myself. If people saw me, they'd think, who's this madman talking to himself? Until they see the camera, then they'd realise, oh, he's doing something, don't know what, but it's to do with that camera. Yeah, so they'd see me mumbling to myself and don't know what I'm doing, but the camera will just help them out a bit, so to speak. The police come. Sorry, I rang 999 police when I went home. My battery wasn't, my phone wasn't with me, so my battery wasn't working. Sorry, I said that wrong, didn't I? I didn't have my phone because my phone was at home at the time on the battery charging. When I did arrive home, I picked up my phone, I phoned them. Well, I told my partner what was happening. I showed her what was happening. And we was on the same page because she was like, phone the police. And I was like, I just want to show you this first. So I showed it to her, call 999. 999's response to me was to come 1 hour later. And when they came, the attitude on the two of their faces, I wasn't pleased. I was quite appalled by the attitude on their faces when they come and I open up the door, especially when they saw my camera on its tripod. I don't think they wanted to be filmed. Yet still, you all saw the video with the woman. It was just recording straight away. So, you know, what right have they got to even query, think about my camera? Let's just get on with the job at hand. Don't query my camera. So, after explaining that I had been assaulted, the Officer Taylor, this scenario is a real life scenario. Officer Taylor decides to ask me, what do I want him to do? So naturally, what I want him to do is something quite simple. I thought we, the public, deserve if we're attacked or assaulted by anyone. I expected him to go and arrest the rest. Like, I gave him the description of the guy. I gave him the description of the witness. I gave him the description of the other witness. So that's the shopkeeper, the attacker. That's the witness, the fat guy. And that's the witness, the employee, Maria. Maria, one witness. Cyril, the other witness. And then go and arrest him and question him to investigate. What more do you need? You don't need a CCTV camera. You don't even need to know the person that I mentioned, because you've got 3 different people there, right there, what I've just mentioned to you already. But you know, nothing to do with what you asked me, what do I want you to do, involves that. You want to know if I want you to look on the CCTV footage or try and find Val. I don't even know where Val lives properly, but that's what you want to do. You don't want to go and arrest him imminently for the purpose of a speedy and rapid investigation. You don't want to do that. But then that's why I say I don't trust you guys. Those guys. I don't trust them because the next day, it seemed like the next day, the later on in the evening, I went to have a chat with the guy that assaulted me. I wanted to go and see if I could arrange some kind of settlement outside of court, because my mind or my plan after that attack was to go straight to court. Just go straight to court. Compensations on my mind, damages on my mind, pains on my mind, because he actually made me fall on the floor, the guy that assaulted me, and hurt myself. I've got an abrasion on my back because of that. Yeah, I've got an abrasion on my back because of that. So I don't trust these guys. When I defended myself against his second attack, where Maria, the employee, was still there, but Cyril, the fat guy, wasn't. The second attack, he tried. I stopped that. As soon as he tried to start that foolishness, I stopped it. Now, because of his shame and pride, because of his arrogance earlier on, because of him assaulting me, he thought naturally, he's going to do this again. Who's this DIC? Who's this Ed? That's what he thought about me. And all I went to do was to talk to him about a settlement. Like I said, his arrogance got the better of him. His ego got the better of him. He came towards me. He lifted up his counter. I explained all this to the police. Both of them, all of them. He lifted up his counter, opened up his door, came to me, tried to put his hand on me and chuck me out. That's what he tried to do. In his mind, it worked. In reality, it didn't. So police was called by some people who came 5 minutes after. 5 minutes after everything had happened, and I was restraining him. Some people came. He tried to jump or to get out of my restraint. So I put a little bit more force on him. Just like the police do. If you try to restrain when the police are holding you, they put an extra bit of force on you, especially if you've got handcuffs on. So don't go on like it's anything new that I'm just saying. I'm restraining this attacker, because that's what he is, an attacker. He looked like he was drug-fueled. Yeah, I didn't want him to hurt me. He already embarrassed me earlier on in the day with that assault. So it's an assault times 2. Yes? No? I say yes. I don't trust these guys. Not 1 inch. Because the police came when they were called from someone who witnessed it 5 minutes after. They came. They came and had a word with me, and my son was with me as well. And they came and had a word with my son. When they analysed that, I don't think they thought that was good enough, because they didn't go to the suspect and arrest him straight away, because he was clowning on the floor, acting like he was in pain. What, 2 little slaps is going to make that happen to... 2 slaps is going to make that happen to him. I didn't punch, I didn't kick, no one punched or kicked. The man that came across and called the police 5 minutes after, he actually picked up the broom to come and hit me with the broom. My son stopped him. So when you can hear my son saying, "What are you doing? What are you doing? Chill out, man, chill out." He's coming with a broom to attack me. And my son's running as well, because my son wasn't actually with me. He was at the bus stop watching, videoing me. So I don't trust these guys. I don't trust them, because when the police heard all that story, then went back to the suspect, the guy that's on the floor, the acting guy, the bad businessman, the failing businessman. When the police went back to him, they heard his story, and they came back over to me, and guess what they done? Unlike the officer that came, the constable that came to my door for the 999 call that I called 12 hours earlier, unlike him, his thought was imminent. We've got to arrest me. They thought they had to arrest me, like quickly, and my son. They thought they had to do that real quick, because of what the people them said 5 minutes after the issue or the matter had occurred. They didn't see when he attacked me. But the thing about this particular issue is, you've all seen it on the video. So that means I had video. I've got video evidence of what happened. Real simple. I know I went into it a bit, but that's how I got to answer that question.